We are back. Welcome back to another live Pin to Gas podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute honor to sit down with my man, Khayden Brown, on the podcast today. But before we get into this episode is sponsored by Next Level Financial. Take control of your financial future. Get your complimentary financial analysis today by Seth Starnes. But yeah, Khayden, dude, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Listen, the honor is all mine, absolutely, and it was so good to finally meet you and your dad at VIR this past weekend.
No, it was good meeting you too.
It was awesome. Good stuff, man. Good. And you was with I met your buddy Frank, and you said Frank and Frank.
Yeah, they're both Frank, so
I like it.
so
So
the younger Frankie. So
okay, so one's Frank and one's Frankie.
yes.
I like it. At VR, was that actually your first time there?
No, I've been there a couple of times previously, but just racing.
Just racing, doing track days, track knowledge, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
How you like VR?
Dude, I love it. It's definitely one of my top 3 tracks. So
Well, what's your other 2 top tracks?
ooh, probably Road Atlanta and this one's a hot take. Honestly, Summit.
It's a good track, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely a good track. So listen, Khayden, welcome to the show again. We have a lot to talk about. This is our first podcast together. So as always, I always started off, bro, you got to tell us, where did your journey begin on those beautiful 2s?
So it was my 4th birthday. My parents had bought me a P50 dirt bike, and I started riding that with the training wheels. And from what I was told, I had to take a break from that to learn how to ride a pedal bike. So learned the pedal bike and everything, and then hopped back on the PW50. Just kind of put it around on that, and then
Without training wheels.
Yeah, so like we had the training wheels for a little while, and then we took it off, and they were just holding me, and they just let go, and I didn't know. So yeah,
Nervous time for your parents for sure.
most definitely.
100%. Oh man.
So
So from the PW50,
from the PW50, I think it was the KTM 50,
nice.
and that
That's a
was
jump.
Yeah,
That's a jump.
but that was kind of short lived because it was kind of clapped out. So I rode that for some time, and we moved here to North Carolina, and I got my first KTM 65.
Big jump.
That was also clapped. Yeah, I had my first race at Half Moon MX Park, and went out that race. I guess I won. Yeah,
Bro, first time out. Let's go.
Yeah, won that. I was super excited about that.
That's where the legend starts. First win, first race.
Yeah. So did that and did a couple more races on that. Then we bought a YZ65.
Which did you like better, the KTM or the YZ?
Definitely the YZ.
Was it just easier to ride, or?
Well, not necessarily easier, but the KTM was old and just clapped out.
Listen, so my buddy ended up buying his son a KTM 65. He's like, dude, you got to ride this thing. I was like, dude, it's a little 65. And I got on it and I was like, bro, yeah, this thing freaking screams for a little 65.
Dude, there's another brand, Cobra.
Yep.
Those ones too, they're fast. And then we got the YZ65, and we raced that. We were doing club races. Where did we go? I forget what they're called, but we were trying to qualify for Loretta Lynn's. We went to those on the 65 and everything. Never qualified, but that's okay.
That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the comments. So we got Lucas up in the house. Lucas, what is up, man? He says, Khayden.
Yeah.
How you know Lucas?
Wait. Lucas. Just from the track.
Okay. All right.
Track. Menzel also from the track. You're my
Yep.
dad.
He said, let's good to the boy wonder. Maybe he meant to put let's go to the boy wonder. What's going on, Mazel? Welcome to the show, my man. You know Mazel? Manzel? I hope I said that right.
Mhm. So back to the story.
I love
So
it. Cartrev's two for finching, two for flinching. It's
no.
hilarious.
Yeah.
uh,
So from the 65, we racing that stuff, and then we hopped on a YZ85. Love that bike, man.
you still got it?
Nah, we sold it a little while ago because
Boo! You miss it?
a little bit. I think I miss more of the community with all the kids and stuff. Just because just more kids my age, a little bit understanding.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So from the 85, where'd you go from there?
So we actually stopped on the 85. So we're doing club racing stuff, still traveling. And then went to this race and I broke my thumb. So I came off the starting gates and I was littlest on the grid. So I bounced between two kids and went down and I went to catch myself and it was kind of like hard packed clay. And I guess my hand got like jammed in like a rut and pushed it back. So I had to get two pins through my thumb anchored to my pointer finger with the cast. That was something different. And then
I bet you said to the
we
doc, "When can I
healed.
ride again, doc?"
Honestly, I was so ready to go back. I was trying to ride the pit bike and stuff with it. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff with the cast on. I shouldn't have been.
I'm guilty as that too, for sure.
And then like once I healed from my thumb, my first race, or it might have been my first race, or a couple races back, and kind of the same thing happened. I came off the grid and a kid had cut my nose off and huge braking bumps. And I guess I grabbed a whole bunch of front brake and the bike had came up and the bars had turned and went into my stomach. So in that one crash, I lacerated my spleen, I got blood in my pelvis, and I bruised my colon.
Wow.
Yeah.
All in one go around.
One go around. So eat more than two French fries. Okay, Mario.
Yeah, we got Mario Ferroni up in the house. Happy birthday again, my man Mario. He says, Khayden, have you recovered from the heat yet?
Dude, no. No.
Oh my God. And then we got Frank Saunders in the house. What is up, Frank? Dude, it was an honor to meet you and your boy down there at VIR. Sorry I missed your call yesterday when you called me, but I will call you back, brother. 100%. As a matter of fact, I'll call you when we get done doing this. He says my nephew is straight natural born racer. Yeah, I watched you while you was out there, Khayden. I was
You
out there
did?
watching. Yeah, absolutely. I like your riding style.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's different.
Where were we at? So,
You lacerated your
yeah,
spleen.
after I did all that, we were in the hospital for a couple of days. And so after that, I was kind of walking weird because it hurt to like stretch my back out. So I was kind of walking like an old man almost. But once I recovered from that, I was kind of like, I guess I was over getting hurt from the dirt bike. So I kind of took some time off. And I was kind of thinking about my decision. I guess I just wanted to stop the dirt bike. So we stopped for probably about a year, like a couple months. And my dad, He was like, "Want to do this?" It's like, "Sure." So one day he had came home. It's on my Instagram. He came home with like a box of just like a whole bunch of um like bike parts for the 300. He was like, "Yeah, we got to build it from the ground up." I was like, "Okay, let's do it. I want to do it." He opened the trailer and it was the bike. So from there,
Did you help your dad build the bike?
we didn't have to build it. It was like kind of like a joke.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
We just had a whole bunch of spare parts and stuff.
I love it.
So, yeah, we got the 300. I rode that for a little while. Did little like club races and stuff, which is what I'm still doing. Did races, enjoying the bike, having fun, learning, trying to dial in the fundamentals of it all, right? I mean, kind of have to.
That's
So
right.
that, and then my 300, we lost compression. And I was happy but sad at the same time, you know. So
I do. I do.
yeah,
Yeah.
we got a Ninja 400, which is what I'm currently racing. So ever since then, I've been racing the 400. I love the bike. It's super fun.
Yeah, 400s are an amazing bike. You know, they teach you so much about corner speed, rolling speed. It don't have enough power to get its way out of a paper bag, so you learn drafting and all that good stuff on a 400. And all that is just going to transfer over to the bigger bikes as you grow and progress, right? You're just going to
Right.
take it, and each step is obviously a learning curve. But what I saw you out there, man, you was absolutely killing it out there at VIR.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You are welcome. CJ says, tell him about that top triple.
Man, so we also have an Aprilia RS660. And yeah, I love that bike too. I don't even know how to say. I just love it. So I did a race on it, and I came in to check the bike, and I guess the top triple wasn't legal for the race, so I got DQ'd.
No.
Yeah, but I mean it's okay. We're not really focusing too much on that bike this year, so kind of just like slowly transferring from the 400 to the 660.
Do you usually ride them back to back on the weekends?
Usually, well, what do you mean? Like,
Like you take both bikes, you'll go out there on the 400 and you'll come back in, you'll go back out on the 660 or
yeah, sometimes. Yeah, so like during like the practice days or like track days, I do like the first half of the day on the 400 and then eat lunch and stuff, and then the last half of the day go on the 660. And then like race days, I'll do the first half on the 400 and the last half on the 660. So
660 is a beautiful motorcycle, hands down one of the best little twins bike you can get. They're so beautiful. They sound so good, right? But coming from a 400 and then jumping on a 660, do you notice that you got to take different lines, you got to brake later, everything's different, right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing right now though, is just having to change my riding style for the 660 to fit it, taking wider lines, later braking, the whole everything.
It's good though, because it's just teaching you, good fundamentals for bigger bikes.
Right.
Um, it's good training to jump from one to the other. Because everything you learn on the 400, you can adapt to the RS 660, right? But it's still a little bit different. But all that translates over to the 660. Yeah, it's all about changing your riding style, body position, picking the bike up more, getting on the gas earlier, yada yada yada. You know the deal. You're in it now, learning it, right? So let me ask you this: being where you are now, you're obviously doing a lot of club racing,
Right.
chasing a championship.
Trying to, yes. Trying to.
Where you at in points?
I don't know. I have to check. It was, yeah, I was moving up and down this weekend because, like, I got DQ'd for some of my races, like, the whole thing. So, I gotta check.
I'm sure you're up there, 100%.
Hopefully.
Yeah, yeah,
Hopefully.
right, right. Is this so? How many years have you been club racing?
So honestly, this is my second year. Second year riding in total. So all I've been doing is club racing. Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. And bro, you screaming out there at VR. I couldn't tell it was only your second year.
Yeah. I I,
He
I
said,
definitely
"Yeah."
quick learner. Quick learner. I'm able to adapt quick.
So let me ask you this: Who's faster, you or your dad?
Mm. As of right now, as of right now, hmm,
Go on
honestly,
and
I give
say it.
him props. He's bouncing back.
Yeah, he says he got it from dad.
Yeah, definitely got it from him.
Frank says dad's slow. Your dad says you are definitely faster. Erica says tell the truth. I love
Yeah.
it. Oh my
Now,
god.
honestly, I think it's me, but my dad, he just did have a couple accidents and stuff, so he's coming back though.
Yeah, I know. I seen him out there. I watched him too. I watch all my friends when I show up to the track. It's one thing I love to do besides say hi and get hugs and hand out stickers and all that. I go and watch. I love to watch all my friends because everybody brings their own unique style to the program, right? Everybody has their own unique thing that they're good at and where they need to progress. And somebody like you that's well rounded from what I see is in that learning process still, right? Don't get me wrong, everybody's still learning in the sport, right? Valentino Rossi always was learning, always changing his body style, body position, to progress with through the electronics and the aero and all that stuff. So yeah, man, absolutely. We got my buddy Sammy Panero. He says, "My guy Simcoe, what's up, you buddy?" He says, "Another fast kid on the pod. Let's go." That's right. That's right. He is too. He's fast. I personally seen it, so I know. Your dad says, "Boo to the triple." We got Chet. Chet
Yeah,
says he's coming for me on them twin bikes now. How have you been liking the Aprilia RS660?
dude. So it's a fun bike. It's so much more torquey. Um, Torquey, a lot more top end. It's just overall faster. But the problem I'm having with it is like my weight to the bike weight. Me trying to like flip the bike back and forth. So yeah,
You just got to get a little more strength.
that's
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 all.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm gonna start doing.
That and using your
Yeah,
legs, weighing the pegs to help you bring it up and throw it down in the corner and all that stuff. Yeah, it's different. Like I said, coming from a 3 or 400, obviously to a 660, you got so much more torque. You can keep it in one gear. You're not constantly dancing on the gear shifter, keeping the RPM just pegged out the whole time just to get any momentum. The R60 you can be a little lazy on, so to speak, right? Because it makes so much more torque coming out of the corner. You just bah. Y'all like that, didn't you? Bah, coming out the corner. So yeah, absolutely. Mario says, "See if you eat more than two French fries." So Mario keeps saying, "Is that all you ate? Seriously, is two French fries?"
no. It's just something we say.
Okay, I got you. Dude, Mario's awesome. Dwayne says, "Do some dang push-ups." Listen, me, that's the way I work out is, well, I haven't been able to do no push-ups in over a year because of my wrist, but back before I injured my wrist, I was every morning 200 push-ups, planks. I like to do my breathing, and then of course, ice bath. I love the ice bath. Is that something you do? Are you into ice baths?
Nah, I haven't done any.
Oh, dude, you need to. You and your dad need to. It's absolutely, especially at VRR, like Casey and Ryder Davis. Man, they had to set up with the pool out there for sure that weekend.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
awesome. So let me ask you this, Kaden, man. What is your future goals in racing? What do you want to achieve personally in this game?
So I mean, I guess the same thing everyone wants to achieve is just making it to the top level, but I guess to get more in depth is just to like kind of perfect the sport. Getting the sport more out there to kids, because just getting them out there more. Perfecting the sport, just getting to a higher level, getting my name out there, right?
Yeah, 100%. You know, a lot of that, obviously, you know, the game's changed a lot since me and your dad were little kids, right? uh, now we got the social media and all that. That's a huge thing. You know, now in the game is obviously Instagram and all that good stuff that goes along with. So do you do a lot on social media too to keep putting your racing out there and all that stuff, or you kind of lazy
Yeah,
with it?
I'm gonna start posting a lot more. I just started YouTube. I'm gonna start posting more on my Instagram. So,
Yeah, YouTube's awesome, man. We're live on YouTube right now.
oh yeah,
Good stuff, man. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing to show up and watch my friends do what they do, and I love it when I become friends with, you're not a kid, but young adult like you getting into the game and and crafting, honing and learning the whole time, right? So I see you, you know, Friday you was fast. Saturday you look more comfortable to me, obviously on Saturday, because Friday you showed up, you had the track, it rained a little bit. Saturday, kind of the same weather. But I noticed you was getting more comfortable out there on the track. And all
right.
that comes with obviously track knowledge and all that good stuff. Obviously, you know, you want to be a Moto America champion at some point in time, right? That's everybody's dream is making it to the top, on the top step, making it. But you know, from what you said and gathered, you know, you also want to give back to the sport, which is also helping the future legends of the sport come up, which you are a future legend of the sport. Um,
Right.
Giving back, you know, to the kids coming up is huge. You know, I'm all for that 110%. Like I was telling my buddy, man, you know, when we went to Road Atlanta, if you took everybody that was 25 years old out, who do we got left in the paddock? It's not a whole lot, right? So young adults like you coming up and everybody out of SFL mini GP and wherever you're at in the United States, it's good to see that we have kids like you coming into the sport. I don't like to use the word kid because you're looking at me like I ain't no kid. I'm a young adult, right?
Nah, you're good. Yeah.
um, yeah, it's absolutely amazing, and it was so good to finally meet you and your dad and Frank and Frankie, right? His son's name's Frankie, right? Yeah, at
Yes.
VR. So, yeah. So, what's next? What's the next club race you're going to? What's the next track you're going to?
Honestly, I don't know because we're leaving to go to Texas.
That's right. You told me that before we went live. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to
It.
Texas to visit my grandparents for about a month. So
I love it, man. So, are you going by? You're not going to do no track days at Austin, at Coda?
probably, dude, I would love to. Coda is one of the tracks that I would love to ride at.
Have you ever been to Coda? You and your dad?
Never.
Oh man, you guys got
I
to go to the MotoGP race. Coda's awesome. It's one of those, you know, any tracks like that, right? You watch it on TV. Um, you're like, man, that hill looks kind of steep, right? But TV really don't do it any justice. So when you show up that turn one, coming up the hill down the front straight, you're like, wow, it's literally like, you know, and then it
yeah.
crashed to the left, and then that drop coming down to turn two is pretty intense too. So yeah. Look, Frank says, come on, Dad. Looks like you got to ship the bike to Texas. Facts, Frank. Let's go. Uh, Dwayne says I could probably swing it, dude. Let's go, man. I'm telling you, Texas is awesome. You guys would absolutely love it there. I've never ridden Coda, obviously. Want to? I've been there, man. I've been to the MotoGP race there for the past 8 years. I missed it this year because of my wrist surgery, but Dwayne says I know people. Frank, yeah, let's go, dude. Dude, you might be riding Coda. We'll have to get on there, Frank and Dwayne. You got to get on there and check see if there's any track day events coming up when you guys are out there. I love Texas. I think it's a great state. People are super friendly, super hot, but it's a different type of heat, right? But yeah, let's go, man. I love it. So, Do you? I see you got posters on the back of your wall right there. You got Matty Scults, if I'm not mistaken. Is that Scultsy?
Yep.
Who else you got up there?
So we got Jake Gagne, Josh Hayes. Oh, I forget the one in the corner. It's smaller.
Have you met Sculty or Hayes?
I have. Well,
They're awesome.
yeah. I went to a Moto America round at Road Atlanta. We went to watch. Dude, that's a fun experience.
This past year?
Last year, the year before.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I go there every year for the Moto America race. It's dude, I love Road Atlanta. It reminds me a lot of Road America too. I love Road America.
yeah.
It's those tracks that it's super big, it's wide open, it's fast. It's a great spectator track, but you got to have a scooter or something to get around for sure. It's not like VR, right? VR is small. It's like Jersey. It's like Mid Ohio. You can feasibly walk around the day and
Right.
not have to walk a 5 billion miles like you would at Road America or Road Atlanta for sure. So, what's your favorite track? Obviously, you said VIR and Summit Point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Summit.
Do you,
Good.
when you're coming up to a new track you never been on before, how do you learn the track? Obviously, you watch YouTube. You ride 5, ride 4.
Ride 5 if it's in there. Is YouTube, and then I guess if I know people that have been there, I ask questions just because everybody's helping each other out. So
That's what I love about our beautiful circus. Everybody's there to see everybody succeed and have a good time. Nobody wants to go out there and win a championship when your next competitor is out, right? If you can pitch in and help out, you want them to be out there with you to rub elbows and all that good stuff to really win the championship, right? So yeah, so obviously, your dad's a huge fan of the sport, obviously, because he got you into the sport, and it's Khayden, me getting into motorcycles at such a young age, being a fan, I never realized how deep of a love, and it turned into my everything, right? And I'm sure it's the same with you. It's absolutely amazing, and the people you meet along your journey, they're all family. It's the only circus in town where the clowns got to pay to play, right? So, and I'm definitely one of those clowns. So, oh man. So, speaking of PlayStation and Rod 5, you currently play Rod 5 right now?
I played it before we got on here at my mom's house.
I love it, dude. So, listen, man, I'm gonna have to send you my gamer tag where you have to jump on there and play some Rod 5. I play with a couple of my friends from around the world. One of them is Jack Hammersley. He is the 2-year Moto GP, Moto FIM, Moto E, the esports championship, the video game. You know how they have the video game championship? Dude, he's done that twice, 2 years in a row. He is, bro. I get to playing Ride 5. I'm like, dude, I'm killing it, bro. Nah. It'd be like me and you go out there with Josh Hayes. Like, we think we're fast. No, we ain't fast, right? It's a whole new level. Whole new level.
Right.
So outside of motorcycle racing, was you ever into any other sports or anything?
So I guess when I was younger, I did little rec sports. Like I did soccer, football, flag football, just little stuff. But I don't know. I don't really like the concept of a team sport. It's like the part of relying on somebody to do something. If they don't do their part, everything can go wrong. So
I feel you on that. Motorcycle racing is very much a team sport. It's only when you're out there on the grid and that visor goes down, that flag drop, it becomes just you. You
right.
and
That's what I like.
the motorcycle. Yeah, yeah. There's no greater feeling in the world than lining up on the grid and the anxiety and all the butterflies. And then all of a sudden it's like calm before the storm, right? Like no emotion, no feeling, no nothing. That visor goes down and that green flag, and you're just like, it's like you become the most alive ever. It's absolutely, and then you're buzzed for a couple of days afterwards, especially if you have a good time. You know, you always have fun when you go out there and ride, but not everything always goes the way you envision it right here, right? You're like, I'm gonna show up, it's gonna be this, I'm gonna do this. These are my lap times I kind of want to achieve. And then this monkey comes out of nowhere and throws this wrench in your program and it just goes off everywhere, you know. So um, you know, how do you prepare to ride? Meaning that do you have any certain routine before you go out there on the track? Do you listen to music, left boot on before my right boot?
Honestly, no. Um, really no routine. Just I guess focusing on what I need to do when I get out there. So that's really about it.
I seen your buddy Frankie, the video that his dad Frank put out with him sitting in front of the fan at VR
Mm-hmm.
doing the whole lap with his eyes closed. Is that something you do too as well, or do you mess with him
Yeah.
while he's doing that?
Nah, I usually do that. Kind of sit behind my bike like a race or two before and just think about what I need to do, where my brake markers, and just envision myself riding with all the other riders, and just kind of just get my mind to that point. Like if something could happen, something might not happen, it's gonna go good. Like just everything. So
It's always good to have positive energy. You know, I'm a firm believer that Car Trev says ain't got no gas in it. Is there a story behind that?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, Car Trev ain't got no gas in it. It's hilarious. So one time, man, I showed up to the track, man, and guess what I did? I made that one mistake that you hear about all the time. Don't forget your key.
Mm.
Yeah, I was super pissed. But luckily for me, I was in Phoenix and the track was only like 45 minutes. So yeah, I just drove home real quick, grabbed my key and come back. But yeah, that actually ruined my whole day because that's, you know, I got stuck right here in my head, right? The whole day, even though I come back with the key, it was just like, I got to hurry up and get back. I got to do this. It was, everything was rush, rush, rush from that point, you know? It was a learning curve for me to always step back and slow down a little bit, meaning that it was hard for me to let go of the things that I can't control and focus on the things that I can control. That's something I'm still working on myself every day about, you know. And that was a perfect example of that, you know, because I was in a rush, this and that, and then yeah, show up all excited, go to start my bike, and I'm like, "Where's my key?" That
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah, I'm glad that never happened.
That destroyed me mentally that whole weekend, man. It was like I couldn't get over that hump for some reason. I finally did, but yeah, man.
One of my
Absolutely.
races, I forgot to switch my transponder from the 400 to the the 660 to the 400, and so I did a whole race.
No
Didn't
lap
get
times, no
clocked.
nothing. They're like, yeah,
Nothing.
you was
So
out
I'm
there,
like,
but
yeah, that race is
it,
through the window.
it was probably a good race too, wasn't it?
It was. I'm an amateur, so I was chasing the experts for like 3 laps, like 2.5, 3 laps.
Caden, you're not gonna be an
I
amateur for
I
long.
seeing I didn't have my transfer. I was like, yeah, this is kind of mentally um destroying.
It's part of the game, man. It's all, you know, you just you learn from your mistakes and just don't make them again and learn from them. You know, it's listen, we all go through it. Your dad's been through it, Frank's been through it, everybody's been through it. You know, it's yeah, part of the game we play. It's such a beautiful game too, as well. You watch MotoGP, World Superbike, BSB, TT.
Um, yeah, every once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah, I watch it. I watch it with my dad.
Frank says was first, but we'll take that. LOL. Frankie says thanks, Cuzzo. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, yeah. He was second, and
Caden's like, "You're welcome. You guys are welcome."
yeah, teamwork, right?
Yeah, dude, teamwork is dream work, man. You know, the one thing that I always tell people is, hey, man, we're in this together. We'll figure it out together. You know, just keep that positive mindset and all that good stuff. Um, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Ooh. Okay, so well, obviously a pro rider, but right, I want to make it to that stage where I don't have to have a second job, but this doesn't go the way I want it to. Probably like an electrician, right, or some type of trade job.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's important for even us adults. Sometimes we're like, nope, I'm gonna make it. This is it. This is the end all be all. But it's always good to have that backup plan. Learn that trade, learn to be an electrician or a plumber or something like that. Man, it's gonna take you so far in life. It seems like, um, I don't want to say it's a lost art, but I don't hear of anybody really taking a lot of trade schools. At least where I'm at. It could be different where everybody is, but yeah, that's dude. You can make a lot of money. You become a master electrician, bro. You can travel anywhere and go anywhere. Same thing as a welder, right? You learn how to weld, and then you get into underwater welding, like in the sea, ocean. Dude, you can make some serious bank.
Frankie, the younger one, he does welding now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah, welding. Welding's something that I've never done. I've never tried to learn. Hi, babe.
All right, the dog wanted in.
So I got let me see if I can move this camera real quick. I'm a dog person, everybody knows, and I got right there's Princess Fiona, and then I got, let's see, Charlie's right over here. She's laying right here on the floor. Charlie, she's like 13, purebred pit. Fiona, we adopted her right before Christmas last year. She's a mutt, but she's a little pit, but she ain't nothing but like 30 pounds. She's almost a year old. I don't think she's gonna get any bigger. Stop this camera. So are you got any animals, dogs and cats, or squirrels,
Um,
rabbits,
yeah,
gerbils,
here I got a dog.
lizards?
He's downstairs, I think.
What kind of dog is he?
Belgian Malinois,
Belgian Malinois.
kind
I'm
of
sure
like a
I've seen.
shepherd.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a,
It's what the police and all them use.
I got you. German Shepherd. Yeah, yeah. Great
Yeah.
dogs. I love it. I love it. So, what do you do for training, Caden?
So I guess go to the gym. I mountain bike every here and there whenever I got time. That's really about it, honestly.
And
Not a
obviously,
whole
you're
lot.
still in school. Do you physically go to school, or you take online classes?
I physically go to school. Yeah. My whole thing with my parents is keep your grades up. We'll keep supporting you and all that.
100%. Keep them grades up. Go and study. Learn as much as you can. Keep them. Yeah, absolutely. I tell my son the same thing, man. As long as you got good grades, we'll do whatever you want to do. You come home with bad grades, you ain't doing anything. It's working towards a goal, right? You got to show me you want it. Prove to me you want it. You know.
I think that definitely affects a lot. So
It does. It lit a fire up under your butt. You're like, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta study. I gotta
yeah,
do this. I think it's good for kids going to school and racing because when you go to school and you interact with other kids and your friends at school, it's you have that disconnect from racing, so you're not constantly thinking about it all the time, right? And then you come back to it. Um, some of my friends have kids that race, obviously, and they do a lot of homeschooling. But me personally, I would love to. If I was in your situation, I would definitely want to be involved in school, like physically go there, say hi to my friends, and all that good stuff. So Frank says, "Say it louder for the ones in the back." Yeah, man, say it louder, Caden. Let's go.
yeah.
Yeah, he said, "Yeah." You ain't nervous, are you?
No, not really. I mean, a little bit, but
Don't be, man. Don't be.
40 minutes in, nothing.
Yeah, dude. I told you this hour's gonna go by fast, didn't I? It does. It always does. Well, look, man, your journey into it, this is what I love about racing, man. It always starts with the dad and the son, or the dad and the daughter and the mom. Or I've had one friend come on here that said his grandma actually got him into racing. And he's the only one that's ever come on here. His grandma got him into racing, right? She must not liked him too much. Yeah, just go out there and ride motorcycles. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, absolutely. So, what do you do for fun away from the track when you're not, focused on racing, playing Ride 5 and all that stuff? What does Khayden do
Um,
away to have fun?
I hang out with friends. I play on my PS5. Play
Imagine that, right?
a lot of Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege, Ride 5.
Rainbow Six, man, my son plays that game. I try to play it, and it's okay, right? You're 6-on-6, and you got to either defend or break into the house and get them. I mean, it's fun for a little bit. I kind of get bored after a couple games. I'm like, it's the same old. Let's do something different. So, I like to play obviously Ride 5. I got Ride 4, Assassin's Creed. I'm a nerd for the Assassin's Creed games. I always love those. And racing. I love racing games, obviously. So I play a lot of them too as well. Unfortunately, I really don't have a whole lot of time to sit down and get on them sticks, as my homeboy calls it. Man, let's get on them sticks. Let's get on them sticks. I'm like, I can't. I got a podcast. After the podcast, I'm like, dude, I got to eat dinner and do my laundry. I got to do the adulting thing, man. I got to do laundry and all this other fun stuff. So enjoy it. Enjoy it, Khayden. Because when you get older, yeah, man. Dwayne says, tries to get me to jump on that mountain bike jumps. Dwayne, dude, listen, you should, man. So funny story real quick. Went down to, we have family in Richmond, and they just opened up this like skate park, and they got this mountain bike section there too. And we were over there riding. Of course, I was like, nah, dude, I got to stick to the little baby section, right? The little beginner trails. And then I hit the intermediate. And I'll never forget it, man. I was standing there, and here comes this little kid. He couldn't have been no more than 7 years old. He's like, Daddy, I want to hit the expert track. And I'm like, I got to see this. And that little man railed it. I was like, wow, if he can do it, I can do it, right? Yeah, not so much. I need to practice. It wasn't as easy as he made it look. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
But mountain bike's good training.
Yeah. It's definitely, it's dangerous, but high rewarding. That's what I like the sound.
It is. Well, it's on twos, right? So it's a lot of. That's how I practice my wheelies too, is on my bike, on my little bike. I remember, I forget what base it was at. We had just moved there. I come home from school, and there was this. Had to been a teenager at the time, and he was out there riding this bicycle, no hands, straight up and down on a wheelie, just pumping, just going circles around the neighborhood. And I was like, dude, I want to do that so bad. So yeah, I was like, I gotta practice this. So yeah, that in a unicycle, bro. I used to ride a unicycle, and that also taught me the good balance points, because you use a lot of core in your balance on it now. Dude, if I got on one now, huh?
They look so much fun. I want to ride one.
Dude, you should get you one, man. They are a lot of fun. They're tricky. I started off, obviously holding on to like a side of a fence, or my dad would hold my hand, and then I would take off and get to going and learning to balance. And then eventually I just grab the seat, jump on it, just be like, do, 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 do. Yeah, it's like riding a bike, bro. You'll never forget it, right? You jump on it, and yeah, you're good to go. Dude, we got my buddy in the house, Rick Glover. What is up, my man? So big shout out to Rick Glover. Rick Glover actually designed my logo.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Rick's awesome. He has a son, Cooper. He races in SFL Mini GP. He's absolutely amazingly fast too. So keep your guys' eye out, because Cooper is coming for sure. 100%. But you're right. 2 wheels is always better than 4. 110%. I'll take, dude, any day of the week, I'm on 2s. 100%. What kind of music you listen to?
I listen to rap.
You listen to rap.
Yeah.
I love it.
Really
what kind of rap? So if you was to pull up your cell phone right now, what song was you last listening to? Let me see what song I was last listening to.
I could actually pull it up.
I was listening to Big X the Plug, sorry.
I was listening to, it's kind of like an underground rapper. His name is High Tech.
I haven't heard of him.
Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't heard of him. Um I like Young Dolph. He's one of my favorites.
Young Dolph's pretty good.
Dolph's my dude, man. Absolutely. So, what's your dream bike, Caden?
Oh, Dream Bike.
Dwayne says Rihanna.
Dream Bike. A decked out R1.
Decked out R1. I love it. They are beautiful machines and they sound so good.
Yeah,
Yeah, he said yeah.
decked out R1. Like that would be pretty dope.
You'll get there. You'll get
Yeah.
there.
Or maybe even a decked out 660.
You already got a 660.
We got to get everything on it now.
Sounds like you need to get you a job, Caden.
Let's hope soon.
That's hilarious. Everybody knows, dude. I listen to a lot of audiobooks. Do you listen to any audiobooks or do you read it all? No.
No,
Besides schoolwork?
books. No, I never really was reading. So, but math and like science and stuff, catch me there.
Okay, I got you. I always like math and science too. I was always like that. I'm still this way. Like, prove it, show me, improvement. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm with you on that. Audiobooks, man, you can learn a lot from audiobooks. I've gained so much knowledge listening. You know, especially when you and your dad go on a trip, man, just throw in an audiobook. And I'll recommend one to you right now. It's John Hopkins Leathered. I know you know who John Hopkins is. Absolute legend of the sport. MotoGP, Moto America, MotoGP, BSB, World Superbike. Yeah, he's an absolute legend. He actually runs Apex out there in California. But his book is absolutely amazing. So you and your dad should get it, download it, next road trip, throw it in, have a listen. It's you'll be glued to it. You'll be like, dude, one more chapter. I gotta listen to one more chapter. It's that type. And then, you know, it's audiobooks, man. It's a good thing. 100%. Podcast. Do you listen to any podcast?
Of course, Pin the Gas podcast.
Thank you so much for all the
Yes,
love and
sir.
support. Yeah, let's go.
I was just listening to one before this. So.
Was you really?
Yeah.
Who's you listening to?
Your most recent one, I forget who it was.
Damn, you put me on the spot. Oh, I had Tori Carnes.
Ooh, that might have been it.
Yeah, Tori Carnes. I actually did her at VIR. I sat in my car and did a podcast with her on Friday. Yeah, at VIR at 3 p.m. Tori's awesome. So her dad, Jason Carnes Performance, Levy Batty, Isaac Woodworth, and Elisa Gendron race for the team. They're all in the Twins Cup on the GSX8R, or whatever it is. Yeah, those are beautiful bikes too.
Yeah.
Mario says, "What? You didn't listen to mine?"
I didn't even know Mario had one.
No, he's talking about mine on my podcast. Yeah, I've had Mario on.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, dude. So if you go, I've been having this issue with Spotify. I don't know what it is. If I go to Spotify, it only shows I have upper 100 episodes on there, or 99. Dude, I just published my 400th episode. So if you go to Podbean, which is a free app, so I tell everybody, go to podbean.com or download it on your phone in the App Store or Google, whatever phone you have. Download Podbean, put in Pin to Gas, and my whole 400 episodes will show up. And what's cool is I did it from the very beginning, from the first time that I was a guest on this podcast until when I took over the podcast. And so it's my whole journey on there. So you can go down there and so you guys go check it out. Podbean. It's a great app for sure.
400 episodes.
Yeah, dude, I'm proud of myself. 400th episode, and time went by like this, bro. It don't even seem that long ago I started doing this, and it's absolutely proper mega, as I always say, right? It's been a beautiful journey, man. So many friends that I've met, obviously like you and your dad and Frankie and his boy and Mario and man, everybody. It's such an honor, man. I smile about it every time I think about it because yeah, again, I'm proud of myself and I'm proud of you too, Caden. 110%. Bro, tell me about your nickname.
Two Bones. All right, so
Yeah. Tell me the story.
it has to do with my grandma actually. So last time we were with her, I was in the living room watching TV, and you know how like babies they kind of sleep like their face on the ground and their butts in the air and it comes back. So I was watching TV like that when I was a little bit younger, and she was like, "Put them bones out." All I see is two bones, and from there, just kind of ran with it. So yeah, props to my grandma, definitely.
Let's go, Grandma. I love it, man. I love it. Two bones. Uh, so my man Rick Glover missed the beginning of this podcast, and he wants to know where do you race?
I raced with Azra, CCS Azra. Yeah,
Yeah,
race with
he's
him.
fast too, Rick. Absolutely fast. I've seen it in person. 100%. If you had one superpower, what would your superpower be?
One superpower. To stop time. No, to try time travel.
Time travel would be cool. Yeah,
That
that would be cool. Because I'd be like, hey, I'm going to Laguna Seca. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bam, I'm there. Right? No planes, no hotels, no nothing. Be like, oh, I'm going home to sleep. Bam, I'm back at home. Teleportation, kind of time travel, teleportation. So, if you could time travel, would you travel back in the past, or would you go to the future? Back to the future.
That's a tough one. I would go back to the future.
I love it. Go back to the future. Rick says, I love it. Hope to get out and meet you sometime. Yeah, man, let's do it. Yeah, Rick's amazing. His son's absolutely amazing. So, um, are you watching anything currently on TV you're binge watching? You can recommend to people? No, he
Honestly,
said that
no.
real quick. He's like, no.
Yeah, I don't really watch a whole lot of TV.
Okay. It's PlayStation. Yeah, look,
Honestly,
he's like, yo, PlayStation all day, baby. Let's go.
I play with my friends and then I get off the game, shower, and go to sleep.
I hear you, man. I hear you. It's yeah. Yeah, my son does the same thing. He's constantly playing freaking what's he on now? He was real big into Fortnite. Now he's playing Roadblocks.
Roblox.
Rainbow Six, Roadblocks, a little bit of Fortnite here and there, and I can't tell you how much money I spent on skins on freaking Fortnite. I could have bought a 400cc bike. Dwayne, so Rick, Summit, VIR, Road A, anywhere Azure travels. Yeah, man, let's go. And Dwayne, I was telling Kaden next time you guys make it to VIR, man, shoot me a call. I'll meet you guys out there. We'll do some live videos. We'll have a great time for sure. And bring Frank and Frankie with you too. Have them come. Be a lot of fun. Absolutely a lot of fun. Dude, if you had your own private track day, Kaden, and you can invite any road racer in the world, who are the three you're going to bring to the track, dead or alive?
Okay, I already know my two. Rossi and Top Rack. My third. I don't know. I don't think I have a third. Just them two.
Just Rossi and Top Rack. That's it. All right. I'm a huge Rossi fan. Obviously, I named my son Hayden Rossi after Nicky Hayden and Valentino. So yeah, Top Rack's one of those guys that come along, every 6-7 years. He's one of those guys that come and level up the game, right? Like Marquez did, like Rossi did, like Agostini, like Doohan, Schwantz, Lawson, yada yada yada. What do you think about Top Rack going to MotoGP?
Dude, I think that's gonna be good to watch.
It's gonna be something.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be something. Your dad says it better be me. Facts, Dad. I'm with you, Dwayne. You better said me, man. What are you talking about? Manziel says you're the driver, Dwayne. Hey, he can still race. What are you talking about? He can still show up. Yeah, let's go. Oh my God. I love it. Dude, if you could sit down and have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be?
Any historical thing. I don't even know.
Anybody? I'll tell you who I'd love to sit down with is Joey Dunlop,
Joey Dunn.
the
Okay.
TT.
Mm-hmm.
You, you you watch the Isle of Man?
I want to. I want to this year.
The Isle of Man to me is the best race in the world. To me, it goes Isle of Man TT, BSB, and then everything else below it's on equal terms.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, man.
I'm
Yeah.
I've ever since I have like seen like little clips of it, I was like, I need to watch that.
Bro, it's the most beautiful thing you're ever gonna see in your life. Your race number, man. Where'd you get your race number from?
54. So I just got
Top
it from
rack,
my
I
dad.
assume. Okay, all right.
Just from my dad. Yeah.
I love it. So I
Continue
assume
that.
he's a top rack fan, 54, right?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know who your dad's man is? Who his favorite rider
Oh,
is?
if I'm thinking right, it's probably who did he say last?
He better
Your
say
dad
Kate
help
Brown.
help me out, Dad.
He said, "Help me out, Dad." Oh my God, I love
Um,
it.
was it? I don't even know.
Khayden, right now as we speak, if your life had a theme song, what would the theme song be?
Theme song. I don't know. If you gave me a couple songs and I'd hear like a bar or a line in it, I could probably like that song off the top of the head. I don't know.
I gotcha. I gotcha. Um, do you have any hidden talents we don't know about?
Hidden talent.
Hidden talent.
Honestly, I'm really good at like a lot of sports. Like I'm pretty good at soccer. I've never played, but I'm pretty good at soccer, football. I can golf. Like, I can do a lot of things. Just
He said, I can do anything. What are you talking about? I'm the man.
honest,
Yeah, I'm the
honestly,
man. What are you talking about? I got this. I love it,
yeah.
dude. I love the confidence, man. Absolutely. He's like, yeah, I can do it. What's one thing you can't live without?
One thing I can't live without. Um, my parents. They made all of this come to life. So,
Dude, best answer I've heard. 110%. I'm a I'm huge on family, family first and foremost. And that's, I tell everybody that's the main reason why I sit down and do this is for my son, right? If anything ever happens to me, he can always go back and listen to me and see me smile and do what I love to do. So yeah, man, absolutely. Erica Brown says, honey buns.
yeah, I'm in love with honey buns. Both
You
houses are always stocked.
really?
Yeah, they're always stacked with honey buns.
I love it. I love it. Frank says you still got to do the dishes tonight. Facts, Frank. Tell him. I love it. Look. I'm a grown adult, man. Every time I go to my parents' house, I do all the dishes, 100%. I say, Mom, Dad, you cook, you sit down, I do it all. So every time, that's my routine. I show up and clean up, and first I eat, then I clean up. It's yeah, man, good stuff. So, what's for dinner tonight?
I don't even know.
What's your favorite
Mom.
food, Caden? He said,
Oh,
Mom, answer this question.
Mom, what's for dinner? My favorite food has to be. My mom makes this like, dinner's on the stove. Okay.
I'm on my way, Dwayne. Straight up.
My favorite food. My mom, she makes this like creamy chicken and rice.
Erica said honey buns. Oh man, I love
No,
it.
and she makes this like creamy chicken and rice. So
I
I
love
smash
chicken
that
and rice,
for a week straight.
dude. I love anything with rice and meat, bro. I'm in 100%. Um, if you could swap lives with anyone for a day, who would it be?
Swap lives with anybody.
Yeah, like Top Rack, Valentino.
Mm,
I got
top
you
rack.
thinking on that one.
Top rack.
Top Rack, man, he's the real deal. You know, I hope that when he comes to MotoGP, he can adapt to it
Mm-hmm.
really quick. You know, when he left Yamaha, went to BMW, and Johnny Ray went to Yamaha, I was like, man, I think Top Rack might have a little it might take him longer to adapt. Boy, was I wrong. It was a total opposite way around. Top Rack took to it and just murdered everybody, right?
Right.
And Johnny Ray's still trying to figure it out. And one thing I want to say about that, because a lot of my friends are like, oh, Johnny Ray sucks now. I'm like, dude, he didn't forget how to ride. He's still the 6-time champ. He's still a legend, right? It's trying to figure out the motorcycle, right? And that's why I tell people, you know, how important it is. Once you, Caden, there's going to be a time when you're going to reach a level to where your dad's only going to be able to help you progress so much, right? And then you'll get on a team and you'll start, growing into your own adulthood, manhood, professional racer. It's so important to have people in your team and on your crew that truly believe in you 110% in order for you to stay free and clear right here. So you go out there and focus on what you need to focus on, which is going fast and getting them trophies. Um, and that's obviously how it is right now with you and your dad. And that's what I love about the sport. I know I said it before, but everybody's got their own, unique journey into the sport. And at the beginning of every journey, you never realize how it's going to take over your life so much, and how much you're always going to think about it. And well, you're not there yet, but your dad is. How much money we spend on it and all that good stuff. But you'll be there soon. Yeah,
Don't want to be.
I know nobody wants to grow up, right? I'm still a kid right here in my mind. But when I clock in at work, I'm an adult. But as soon as I clock out, I'm going right back to that kid again. Keeps you young, man. Growing up, I was a huge Star Wars fan. Are you into Star Wars?
No.
Okay, podcast ever by? No, I'm just joking. He said no. So are you more DC Marvel?
Definitely.
Yeah. What character would you be?
You know Groot?
Groot? I'm Groot.
Yep.
That's my dude. Groot's my dude,
Him.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always like Groot. Dude, tell us something we don't know about you at all.
About me at all?
Yeah, something we don't know about Khayden at all.
I don't know. I really have no secrets.
It's got to be something like I don't like squash or.
No. I don't know.
I stumped you, huh?
Yeah. Honestly, Dad, I'm throwing shots. I hate when it's cold. I hate when it's super cold at night.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I love it when it's
because
cold,
like
man.
it's because like when I go to wake up, I feel like I'm in a coma. So
Because you were sleeping good.
yeah.
He said, yeah.
I wake up. I'm like, don't want to get up. Go back to sleep. It's too cold.
Rick Glover says, have you asked what his favorite track is to ride? I did, but I'm gonna let him answer it.
My favorite track to ride, Road Atlanta.
Man, I wish Road
That
Atlanta
track.
still had the gravity cavity.
Yeah. What's
So Road Atlanta used to have this section of the track called the gravity cavity, and it was super, super fast. But they took it out. That's been years ago. I'm giving away my age right now. Dwayne says trailer is always frosty at the races. Frank says we can switch. Well, good. Now when I come to the track and I'm hot and you guys there, I'm definitely coming into the trailer to chill out for sure. 110%.
always cold in there?
I love it, man. I love it. Good stuff. Well, listen, Khayden, dude, we're an hour and 6 minutes to this already. I told you time was gonna fly by, man. And I had a proper mega good time. How did you think you did on your first podcast?
I think I did pretty good.
I say 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
100%. Nah, dude, you're really Rick says gravity cavity is old dude stuff there, bro. Yeah, dude. Absolutely. Yeah, Rick, it is. But dude, it was so magical. The gravity cavity was. You'll have to when we get done here, Kaden, when you're sitting down eating dinner and honey buns, you have to YouTube Road Atlanta with the gravity cavity back in the day and watch it. You're gonna be like, what? Yeah, 100%.
Definitely.
100%. Well, listen, Kaden, this has been a lot of fun. Just stay on with me when I end this podcast so we can go ahead and schedule part 2 and me and your dad go schedule one. I'm going to let you end the podcast as I do all my friends. But before I let you give all your shout outs, I got to give mine real quick. First thing I want to say is I always say thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing. All the love that I get from everybody, it's an absolute honor, man. I get choked up when I talk about it. Never thought in a million years I'd be sitting here doing this and being accepted as I am. So if it wasn't for Khayden and all my friends coming on this podcast, I would not be able to do this. So it's nothing but love to every single guy and girl out there. Thank you guys so much. If you had not yet, you hadn't hit that ding, ding, ding bell, you guys know the routine and the deal. Help me out. Hit it. Let's go. Big shout out to Next Level Financial. BisonTrack.com. It's 2025 people. Take that off the rack suit, make a purse, a backpack, give it to your mom, give it to your son, give it to your grandma, whoever it is. Listen, a full custom suit is a world of a difference. It makes such a huge difference. So I need you to go to BisonTrack.com, sign up, join the herd for that full custom suit. I love my suit right here in the background. It's absolutely amazing. It's actually my first custom suit. I've always wore an off the rack suit, right? And it's night and day. So bisontrack.com people, big shout out to TST Industries, my man Bart out there in Florida. Everybody can go. Everybody's always asking me where I get my beanie hats and I got this soft shell jacket everybody loves. You guys can go to theclothingkings.co.uk. On the top of the corner, it'll say partnership. You click on that, scroll down, you'll see Pin to Gas. There you go. Big shout out to SFL Mini GP. Everybody can go to miniusasbk.com, sign up and register. What I would love about SFL Mini is all you do is register and show up. You don't need a bike. You don't need boots, leathers, helmets, gloves, any of that. They provide everything for you. And you can even rent bikes there too. And that's where all the future, a lot of the future legends of our sports are coming out of, whether you're in Jersey, South Florida, or even Apex out there in California. Yeah, so big shout out to SFL Mini GP. Make sure you guys go to the website, miniusasbk.com and sign up. Big shout out to RD Racing and my man Jake Marsh out there in the UK. Vet2 Track. Any of my vets out there, my buddy Jim Whitman has a program called Vet2 Track. His whole motto is curing PTSD one lap at a time. It's an absolutely amazing program. So all my vets out there, go to vet2track.com, sign up, and have a good time. Big shout out to Flying Eyes Optics. You guys can use a discount code, pin the gas. Big shout out to Chef Eats, my man Chef Eats out there in Georgia. Have you ordered any Chef Eats or tried any Chef Eats food? You or your dad?
I don't think I have. My dad might have.
All right, so Chef Eats, you can go to chefeats.com, man. You can order meals. They got athlete meals. They got all kinds of, you can get steak and chicken, man. It's so good. It's absolutely amazing. One of my favorite things that I get from there is he makes a Philly cheesesteak fettuccine Alfredo, and it is absolutely amazing, bro. I'm telling you, I seen that eye pop up. He's like, what? No honey buns? No, but dude, bro, that fettuccine, I'm telling you right now, is absolutely on point. So you guys go to chefeast.com, discount code, pin the gas, Flying Eyes Optics for all your sunglass needs. I know I already said that. 64-degree racing. You know, I tell everybody when you go to the track, don't bring one undersuit, bring more undersuits than you do clothes because you can always wear an undersuit home, right? So Tate actually sent me 2 custom undersuits. They're absolutely hands down my favorite undersuits. So you guys can get yours at 64degreeracing.com. And also I got another friend that makes undersuits, venomsport.com. That's where she actually sent me this shirt right here. It is absolutely one of my favorite t-shirts. It is so light, breathable. Man, I love this shirt. I'm actually going to place an order and get some ordered. So venomsport.com. All my friends out there in California can go to Racer 411 at race/cra.com. And you guys can sign up for the Racer 411 program at Tippin Racing. It's absolutely amazing program. They're always there. So you guys go check it out when you're out there. Well, all my friends out there in California, I need everybody to go to roadracingworld.com and donate to the air fence. It's imperative that we have the air fences. If we didn't have the air fences, Khayden's not showing up. I'm not coming to spectate and have fun. Nobody's having fun at the track because we're not going to the track. So big shout out to the corner marshal workers and the people that run the ambulance, because without them too, guess what? We're not showing up and having fun. But don't forget, roadracingworld.com, donate to the air fence. It's absolutely imperative. And thank you so much for doing that. Anything and everything helps, whether it's $5, $50, $500, whatever you can do, it all helps us out. And if you're lucky and you're there at the Moto America round and Chris Ulrich has his 2-up-seater on his Gixxer, I think it's $350 donation. You get a 2-up ride with the legend Chris Ulrich, which I want to do. How awesome would that be, Khayden, to get on the back with Chris Ulrich? He'll show you all the proper lines and how deep you can brake and how early you can get on the gas. Yeah, let's go, right? Big shout out to BTR, all my friends that race in BTR. I can't wait to see you girls at VIR. I know you guys are girls are going to the Ridge, so I'll be cheering for every single one of you. Let's go. Big shout out to KYT Helmets, K-Tech Suspension, Ghetto Customs for all your custom body work, bro. You got the Aprilia RS660. Dwayne, I know you're listening, bro. If you ever need body work, dude, you need to go to Ghetto Customs. He makes the best body work, hands down, out of anybody in the market that's ever even done it. So Ghetto Customs for all your custom body work. I got 3 of my friends that make graphics. One of them is Dripping Wet. Everybody knows Chris Crizel. REB Graphics and GRG Graphics. That's Gus Rodeo. He has his own graphic, design shop too as well. Big shout out to Woodcraft, Mark 10 Motorsports, Free Hug Racing, Nicole Poliich Photography, Stick Boy, Adrenaline Engineering, Pit Lane Moto, TBEXUSAExperience.org. So if you know of anybody or anybody that's listening to this has been unfortunate and been in an accident and you don't think you can ever get up on a bike and ride again, maybe you had lost a limb or whatever, listen, I need you to go to TBEXUSAExperience.org and sign up. They'll get you back out there on the track. I know you guys heard the podcast of Cora. I've had Cora Leonard on here several times. She is paralyzed from the waist down, and bro, she gets out there, Khayden, on that bike and straight rips 100%. It's absolutely amazing. Big shout out to CW Moto, my buddy Luca Allen, man. So next time, Khayden, you go to Moto America, you need to go by CW Moto tent. My boy Luca Allen from BSB is racing in Moto America this season. So maybe will you be at VR for the Moto America race? I should ask your dad.
Yeah, ask him.
All right, I'll talk to him after this. But yeah, so listen, that's my spill. It's been an absolute honor, Khayden, to have you on. Tell everybody where they can find you on social media. And are you going to get any like shirts or hats or any merch for sale?
Not yet, not yet.
It's coming though, right?
Hopefully in the future, yes.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
So tell everybody where they can find you and follow you on social media and reach out to you for advice and all that good stuff.
So my Instagram is 2_bones racing. My YouTube is, I got it right here, 2 Bones Racing.
That's easy enough, ain't it?
Yeah, it's really. So I don't think my mom, my dad, buy some suits. Go get your suit. They're the best. They're the best.
First, join the herd, baby. Let's go.
Trident Cycles. Go check them out. Evolve GT, Azra. That's really about it. I don't remember them all. I definitely have them next time though.
I love it. Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an absolute honor today to sit down with my man Khayden Brown in a hot seat on the podcast. You guys stay tuned because part 2 will be coming out. If you guys miss this, you can go immediately to my YouTube or my personal Facebook page and rewatch this podcast. If not, tomorrow it'll be out everywhere that you guys listen to your podcast. Rick Glover, he says Simcoe is so popular his sponsor shout outs could be its own podcast. Yeah, I wish, right? Yeah, let's go. I'm working on it. This I'm working on. I got some big news coming up here later on, so you guys stay tuned. And yeah, I appreciate all the love and support. Appreciate you guys and girls tuning in. And yeah, on that note, me and Khayden and everybody else will catch you at the track next time. We'll see you guys. Khayden, is there anything you want to say before I end this?
Thank you to everybody.
That's it. Hey, and people, next time you see Khayden at the track, make sure you bring honey buns. Supply him with some honey buns at the track. Look at, he's like, yep, let's go. So I know what to bring you, Khayden, for sure. Next time I meet you at the track, I'm bringing you a whole bunch of honey buns for you. I love it. All right, we're out of here. We'll catch you guys soon. All right, just stand with me for 1 second.
Calling all two-wheel enthusiasts, get ready to rev up your earbuds with Pin the Gas Podcast, the ultimate motorcycle racing podcast, hosted by Chris Simcoe, one of our very own excellent leaders here in Roanoke, Virginia. With expert analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and exclusive writer interviews, Pin the Gas Podcast delivers the adrenaline rush of the racetrack straight to your ears. Whether you're a diehard fan or a curious newcomer, you'll gain insights that will transform how you watch and understand motorcycle racing. On your favorite podcast app, join Simcoe as he takes you on a high-speed journey through the world of motorcycle racing. Pin the Gas Podcast.